Hi, StacyBurke here, and I'm filming this in my other bathroom because I have a roommate now, and I plan to do a video about that in itself. But right now they're busy, and it's raining, and it's kind of like it's a weird day to film, and I can't really use the green bathroom anymore with the cool shower curtain because it's their bathroom now. But I'm sure I'll do some videos on that. In that bathroom again. I'm wearing my Forever onesie. I think it's called Forever onesie. Has a little trap door in the back. It's a onesie. Because it's cold. And there's a lot of things I want to talk about, but there's a few things I think I'm going to wait to talk about the divorce diaries and all that. Time sensitive because I am going through a divorce, and some of you commented that maybe it's probably not wise that I divulge too much, and you're probably right. So maybe I'll slow down on telling stories. And like I said before, it's not about bashing him. I'm not trying to bash my husband or my soon-to-be ex-husband. I just want to get some stories out that I just kind of just held in, and I just need to talk about. Just vent and share and get some feedback, and because there is probably some surprising things that no one knows about, and like I said, it's not bashing him. It's just things that I had to live with, and certain things that probably are shocking, and it's going to be a new world for me in many ways going forward. But good news, I do have a roommate, and you will find out all about them. Yes, two. What? You want to come in, Felix? Felix wants to. Come on, Felix. He doesn't like to be left out. So, but I do have some good news. As you know, Bridget Marcourt from the Girls Next Door, Hugh Hefner's girlfriend, fellow Hugh Hefner's girlfriend, she started a YouTube channel, and I want you guys to support her because she does a really good job. She's doing a really good job on editing. She's like, wow. Like, I wish I could do that. Actually, I could probably do that, but I just don't have the patience for that. She's really good at all that. So she's going to have a lot of good ideas and a lot of good stuff. So you need to go follow my friend Bridget. I believe her hashtag is like youtube.com/TheRealBridget, or just follow her on Twitter. You'll see links to her YouTube, and you'll see links to her YouTube from me, because we did go stay at Holly's house in Vegas, Holly Madison from the Girls Next Door as well, and we did like a little mini road trip, and hopefully we'll do some more of that. If you guys want that, let us know. Put it in the comments, not only in the comments in my channel, but go to Bridget's channel and put them in there too, because we don't know if we really want them unless you tell us. And so we don't know what we're going to do yet, but we'll probably do something. A lot of things happen with me. I've been doing a lot of shoots lately. It's been really busy. And I do have a lot of story times I really want to share with you. It's just never the right time. There's people in the house, and there's some things that they're brand new. They only been here for like a couple days. So I want to give them their space before I start doing more videos and stuff. But don't worry, the divorce diaries, I have a lot. I have a lot to tell you guys about. A lot. I guess I could share a little story right now that kind of corresponds with the Girls Next Door and all that. Of course, I think it was before Bridget was a girlfriend. You know that place called the Magic Castle in LA, that you can only get invites if you know someone. It's very exclusive. Well, the beauty of dating Hugh Hefner is you get to go to places you don't usually get to go to. And I got to go to the Magic Castle with Hef. And I was a girlfriend at the time, and we not only had dinner there, but then we saw a show, and out of all the people, I got pulled up on stage. Yes. And first of all, let me tell you, whenever there's a show and someone's on stage and everyone says, raise your hand if you want to come up on stage, I will look around and because I don't want to be on stage. I don't. I really don't. Because I get nervous and I just, and plus I didn't really want to be because I was Hugh Hefner's girlfriend, and there's at that time a lot of the girls were like wanting the what do you call it, the recognition or the hoopla or the stage or the spotlight. However, the Magic Castle, there was no, we weren't doing the show at the time. There's no cameras because there's no cameras or video allowed. So I guess it was okay. But when they asked for someone to be on stage, I literally kind of looked on the ground and just I tried to be as small as I can, meaning like I try to be as invisible as I can. For some reason, that worked against me, and the guy called me on stage. And I'm wearing a dress and high heels, and he called me on stage. Everything went okay. I even forget what he did, but I got to be on stage at the Magic Castle, which is pretty awesome. I mean, I wish we were allowed pictures. I wish we allowed video. Of course, at that time, being a girlfriend, we didn't have Twitter. There was no Twitter. I had a YouTube channel, but it wasn't like how it is now. YouTube wasn't like how it is now. I think there was a YouTube. Or maybe not. Maybe there was no YouTube. I'm trying to remember. And like I had a website. I could talk about it. I think I talked about it like on my, I call it my diaries. There wasn't a thing called a blog back then. Yeah, and I couldn't take any pictures because nothing was allowed. You had your phones, but at that time, no one was really taking pictures with their phones or texting or anything like that. And even if there was, we weren't allowed. But it was cool. I got to be part of like a magic act, stage performance at the Magic Castle, and just knowing that is cool. And actually being there and having those memories is cool. And having dinner at the Magic Castle was cool. It's one of those things I'll probably never ever get to do again, which is I'm very grateful for all my time and memories at the Playboy Mansion. And whenever I think about certain things, I definitely will do story times with you guys. It's just that I forget about things, and then something will spark my memory like, oh yeah, I remember having wine with Bridget after hours, and Tony Bennett rang the doorbell and came in. I remember going to Diana Ross's birthday party, and she introduced me to Stevie Wonder. Yes, that video's there in my Playboy, I think it was called the Playboy Diaries or Playboy Stories or whatever. There's a lot of things like that, and that I forget. Doing cribs for Playboy, doing cribs at Gene Simmons' house there. Just many things. The time I fired Donald Trump, and yes, I fired him. I go, you're fired. And I even talked to his daughter. Those stories are all down below in the I think it's called the Playboy Diaries. I don't know. It's in the playlist down below. And whenever I do remember certain things at the Playboy Mansion, I'll let you know. And yes, I'll tell you stories about when me and Roy used to go to the Playboy Mansion. And I will divulge more in those stories as soon as I'm kind of waiting for this court date, because as you know, I did serve him with divorce papers, and I have not seen my dog since January 15th. I have not heard from my husband or my soon-to-be ex-husband since January 15th. January 15th, everything went radio silent. I have texted him a few times, no reply. Have not seen my dog Clyde. I think he's just mad at me because I filed divorce papers. But what am I going to do? Like, wait in limbo? Yeah, I filed. And so I don't know. I guess I'll see him on the court date. And people asking me if I'm going to ask for visitation rights to Clyde. And yeah, I am going to ask for that. but I'm not gonna like fight that hard on it. I miss Clyde so much, and I love him so much, and I'm concerned about him so much. But I know Roy probably needs Clyde more because I have animals, and there's other dogs in the world that needs a home, and hopefully someday I will get a dog. I'm just waiting because I just got a new roommate, and you know, I'm trying not to do too much at once because I kind of like to see what the universe is kind of telling me what to do. Just like my roommate. Like, I'll probably tell you the whole story about that, about Alfredo. I think I kind of told you a little bit. My friend Alfredo, or actually Fred, who owned Alfredo's Beach Clubs, and he was basically a big wig in Long Beach. Like, he was a mover and a shaker. And I think when I went to the memorial service and I ran into Gilbert and he was looking for a place to stay, him and his son, and I said, come stay with me. I almost feel like Fred had a say in that because I introduced Gilbert to Fred. It's kind of, I need to probably do a whole video just on the story with that. I think things are just happening in the universe the way they should be happening. And I'm kind of like letting the universe, I know this sounds all like new age, I'm in my onesie, but it's like, I'm just kind of letting the universe just kind of like guide me. At the same time, I'm having control of it. I'm in control. You want to go back out? But I'm kind of just letting things happen. Like, I'm glad I didn't like put an ad in. You don't want to go out? Okay. For a roommate and have a stranger. It's kind of nice to have someone living here that I know, who's also kind of like a freelance entrepreneur like I am. Like, he does the t-shirts for Run LBC that you see a lot that I wear. And he does a lot of, like, side stuff. I can't explain it. It's just kind of like side businesses. Like, you just make your own, create your own money. Now, granted, I work at the laundromat, but there's, as you know, I'm a fetish model, and I do, like, little odds and ends things as well. So I think it's all going to work out. And I'm just kind of, like, letting things go. And yeah, so I will do more stories about the divorce diaries once the court date comes and goes because I don't know what to expect. I've been to court, I don't even know, I think I've been to court like twice. There was one time I went to court for Playboy, and that probably deserves a video on its own. But there was an incident one time at a club and he didn't get assaulted, but someone there was kind of like a security breach, and something happened, and the guy that security went after filed charges, and I actually had to go to court for Playboy to defend the security guards, because this guy was kind of out of control at this club. And then when he got thrown out of the club, he tried to press charges against have security guards. And so I basically went to bat for the security guards because, you know, they were just protecting half. So, and that probably deserves it. And maybe you could remind me about this, like to do a story time on this as well, because it's already at 14 minutes. And like I said, I like to do my videos like at around 20 to 30 minutes. I don't like to take up too much of your time because I know your time is valuable. But so I'm just kind of doing a recap on everything, and for you to remind me of certain story times, or let me know if you're really interested. And then, because who knows, maybe I'll never do a story time if you're not interested. I don't know. But follow my friend Bridget. And I just want to tell you about my time at the Magic Castle. I wish there was more to tell you about that. I think Isabella had her mom there or something like that. And it was like, I think it was before Bridget. I'm pretty sure it was before Bridget was a girlfriend. So I don't think Bridget was there. But it was really cool being at the Magic Castle. So, I don't know. And I do have Snapchats to put up. Maybe I'll put the Snapchats that I have at the end of this video, because I don't think I have enough to really do a whole video of it. So maybe I'll just put So just stay tuned for Snapchats for this week. I'm filming this, I think it's February 6th. It's Monday. February 6th I'm filming this. So the whole week of last week, I'm just going to put probably the Snapchat. So just stay tuned. There's more for me to tell. And hopefully you're still interested. I'm really comfortable in my onesie. Really comfortable in my onesie. And I can't wait for you to meet my roommate and all the new adventures that's going to go on in my life. I think it's going to be great. And I thank you so much for all your love and support. To all my Stace-Cadets and all my Burkettes, I hope you have a groovy day. Stay tuned for the snaps. Peace. Snapchat decided not to save, so I'm going to save it anyway. So here we go. I kind of like having this place to myself. I come home when I want. I make food when I want. I don't need a roommate. The sadness doesn't end. My friend Fred Kumar, who died on Christmas Eve, his services are today. Sorry for no makeup and a red nose, but Fred, he did the movies on the beach. Everything on my videos you saw was Fred. He was a good friend. And what's a kicker? What's going on with me right now with my divorce? Fred and George from Casey Brannigan's would have been there with me, and I'm just saying I just lost a lot in 2016 on Christmas. Fred was a really good friend of mine. Me and Fred go way back. He was my moon doggy. He was my big kahuna. I owned one of his domains. I still own one of his domains. We would share a beer and we would rant. We would rant about Long Beach and we would talk about things. He was such a good friend of mine. Anyway, I'm going to pull myself together and I'm going to go on the beach and see if they need any help with his memorial. I need to pull myself together for Fred. Big kahuna. Lifeguards here. They're doing a salute. He was loved here. Everyone came early. Very emotional. There's Fred. Alfredo. Hey, Stacy, how are you? I am so excited. I found a roommate. And he runs LBC. Well, good news. Looks like I got a roommate. So, that's pretty cool. There he goes. Those are little snaps. Yeah, I got a roommate. Stay tuned. Happy Super Bowl. I'm spending my Sunday watching Lifetime movies. I think this one's called Flowers in the Attic. Never seen this movie before. I like this whole weekend I've been very lethargic. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just can't get enough sleep. Well, I made it outside. I made it to see the halftime show.